Pisces. This is Lena with Cicalia Botanicals. Welcome to your April 2020 Tarot Horoscope reading. I've already gone ahead and laid out all the cards so we could just jump right into the reading here. I did pick two theme cards for this month. One is an oracle card from the Divine Feminine Oracle deck. And for you this month, we have Diana, the Queen of the Wilderness. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. We also have the Five of Wands. We'll go over that here in a moment for you. I also want to lay out for you some astrological events that are happening for everyone here. On April 3rd, we have Venus enters Gemini. So interesting time for Venus to enter Gemini, as much in the US and probably the world will still be shut down. This is a very social sign. Venus ruling love, beauty, friendships. You're going to be feeling more of a need to be social, more chatty, more curious about what's going on in the world, doing a lot more research. Thinking a lot more, connecting over mental bonds and shared perspectives, reading books, researching books, that sort of thing. On April 7th, we have the full moon in Libra. This is a time for balance. So for those of you maybe experiencing a very unbalanced situation in life, especially in your partnership, this might be a difficult full moon. Or actually it might be good because you resolve some of your differences and find a beautiful, healthy compromise, as this is a very good time to find a middle ground in conflicts and come up with a compromise. You will probably want to be spending more quality time with your significant other or family or close friends. On April 19th, the sun moves into Taurus. So interesting thing with this energy, Taurus is very much of a homebody, so really enjoying the home environment and nesting and making it even more cozy and comfy. Also grounding our emotions, being more practical about things, maybe getting out of our heads a little bit more. You might need to consider that this energy is a little bit more prone to stubbornness and laziness. So watch out for those things. Continue to work hard and press forward towards your goals. Don't become complacent. There also, though, may be a tendency towards stress, and stress revolving around the need for security, knowing where your next paycheck is coming from. And this may be being a time period where maybe the issue or the situation isn't elevated, but your response to it might become a little bit more elevated. So also watch out for that. However, the energy in this time is typically one of loyal vibes, being very loyal to the commitments that you've made or that those have made to you. On April 22nd, we have the new moon in Taurus. So Taurus can be very sentimental, very romantic, but also a little bit possessive and selfish. A little bit resistant to change, but definitely staying committed. Also, the sun in Taurus energy is a great time to commit to physical exercise, or just get out and do more physical exercise, go for walks, join in some sports, athletics. On April 25th, we have Pluto moving retrograde in the sign of Capricorn, and it will continue to be retrograde until October 4th. So this is an interesting time. Pluto retrograde really represents the shadow work needed for transformation and growth in life. It's a great time to work with your intuition, and as it is in the sign of Capricorn, there may be some issues, shadow work revolving around topics such as authority, career, power struggles, finances. So pay attention, be self-aware, and realize that at the end of the month, some of these things may be coming up because it's time for these issues to be visited and solved and move on to the next level of your life. Excuse me. Last but not least, on April 27th, we have Mercury moving into Taurus as well. So Taurus is a little bit slower at communicating or making decisions. So if you're looking for something to jumpstart something or communicate an idea, it might take longer for your ideas to be heard or for you to understand other ideas as well. Most of the issues communicated, though, will be practical in nature. You'll feel definitely the conversations moving away from the spiritual and even romantic in some ways to the very practical, grounded, day-to-day, what needs to be done so we can continue to function type of a level. Okay, so now, going back to your theme cards for the month, I'm going to read to you what Diana, Queen of the Wilderness, is written about her in the little guidebook here. Who she is. Diana represents the call to embody a more primal connection to the wilderness that exists within. The goddess Diana was worshipped in the ancient Roman religion that originated in Italy. She is the daughter of Jupiter and Latona, born on the island of Delos with her twin brother Apollo, god of the sun. The Temple of Diana in Rome dates back to the 6th century BCE. She was the protectress and patroness of the lower class and slaves who could seek sanctuary in her temples. The temple to Diana in Ephesus, also attributed to the Greek goddess Artemis, was considered one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. It took 220 years to build, and the magnificent statue of Diana covered in breasts symbolized her worship as a fertility goddess for women. Paul in the Acts of the Apostles in the New Testament mentions Diana's temple, since her following was extensive and seen as a threat to Christianity. The most famous place to worship Diana was in the sacred grove of oak trees in the shores of Lake Nemi near Rome, out in nature connected to the earth and to the wild animals that roam freely across it. Here she is the huntress with her golden bow and arrows. She is the independent, free-spirited goddess who communes with the moon, the natural world, and all those who cannot speak for themselves. When your soul selects her card, sometimes the answer is the simple, elemental need to just walk barefoot in the grass, or even better, the mud. Sometimes we get so caught up in what's happening, or what isn't happening, that we forget to just be. We forget that there is tremendous power surging up from the earth, wanting to take whatever energy is no longer serving us. We forget that we can commune with the trees, those ancient protectors and elders whose language comes with the help of the wind and the slow, soft caress that touches our cheek. Answers sometimes need to come from the basic desire of the body to feel grounded here on earth. Diana is associated with fertility, the phases of the moon, and the ability to communicate with animals. Of course, not with any human language, but with the frequency of love and intention, which animals perceive. If we open ourselves up to it, we can connect to the wisdom in the natural world, even if we live far from it. Even if we're deep in the heart of the busiest city, a sign on a bus, a logo on a t-shirt, or a card someone sends us may carry an image of the animal that wants to reach to us. Or we may be visited by a possum on the fire escape or a hawk on a window ledge. We don't have to be in the wilderness to access the wisdom of the natural world. The wilderness is within us. We are a part of it. There's so much more we can receive from the wordless life around us. We just have to develop the heart that can hear it. Soul voice meditation. What spirit animal has medicine or a message to give me in this moment? Intention. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. So, going back to the Pluto retrograde energy and speaking of shadow work and developing your intuition even further, I think you will find that you're going to have animal spirit guides guiding you. So pay attention to animals coming to you in this month and what they're trying to communicate with you and the messages that you can take into your life to improve your life. Also, the Five of Wands is a card of minor conflict. So basically feeling the need to defend yourself. Sometimes it can be a little playful, like playful fighting. So you might feel like there is some tension in your life this month. Just note that it's minor conflicts overall and nothing necessarily too serious. So with that in mind, taking a look at where you stand. Presently, we do have the Ten of Swords. So, having a lot of stress, a lot of thoughts, stressful thoughts dominating your present state of mind. And that's probably partially due to this Five of Wands energy. What's crossing you, the Six of Wands, this feeling of victory. You're feeling, for some reason, just not like successful. You're struggling, even though in the near past you did celebrate some victory. The Three of Cups, some celebration with friends, you're having good times, it's celebrating some achievement, right? But you're feeling stuck right now, as the whole world does feel on hold. So you're not alone in this. In the upcoming or the near future position, we do have Five of Swords. So once again, you're feeling the need to defend yourself and your position and who you are and what you're doing, and be very cautious of letting people in. You do have on your thoughts Two of Pentacles. So what's the thing? All the things that you are having to juggle right now to maintain. In your core subconscious being, though, you're really concerned with the Four of Wands, which is stability, marriage, foundations, long-term foundations. So the inner pull of you, it's pulling you in the direction of where this long-term foundation is for you. And you're juggling the work to make it happen. Your advice, interesting, I did want to pull another card for clarification, is the Nine of Swords, clarified by the Nine of Cups. So, the Nine of Cups is, so the Nine of Swords is not as bad as the Ten of Swords. So I think the advice is to worry about only that which you control. Let go of what you really can't change, okay? Focus on the things that you can actually do something about and make an impact in your life. And know, though, that what you wish for is indeed coming your way. The Nine of Cups card is a great card. Wish fulfillment card. And what you can't help, your outside environment, which has nothing to do with necessarily what you do or don't do, is the Empress. So you will have some nurturing authority energy in your life, motherly energy in your life, coming forward and providing for you the needs that need providing. Your hopes or fears is the Chariot. I see you're really hoping that to traverse this situation that is giving you much stress and making you feel like you're having all these little battles all the time. Ultimately, where you end the month, though, is the Ace of Swords, a brand new idea, a new way of thinking about being and doing things. And yeah, clarified by the Fool. So you are reinventing like a lot. Apologies for that. The video stopped. Just a couple more seconds here. That I do see for you at the end of this month, taking the time to find your true nature and listen to your spirit guides and where are they directing you to move forward. Don't let these little battles get the best of you, and definitely don't let your own anxieties and concerns get the best of you right now, as you at the end of the month will come up with a new idea, a new game plan, something that is a brand new way of being or living or doing or even thinking for you, that is going to serve you in the long run in building a long-term solid foundation for yourself. So good luck with this month, Pisces. I know there's a lot going on. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. I think that I have a good feeling. We all just need to press forward and do our best through this month of May, and things are going to turn around for us in a brand new, beautiful way that couldn't have ever been if we didn't go through this darkness. So much love, so much health, wealth, and happiness to you and yours. Thank you, Pisces.